Hey, good morning guys. I'm the Tech Prepper. I decided to hit the trail this morning and do another test run for Field Day 2020. And one of my goals was that I had a few more items to test that I wasn't quite comfortable taking with me on Field Day 2020. And since my plan is to operate for an 8-hour window, I just want to make sure that I don't screw up that trip. So one of the first things that I wanted to test today was this new Trekology table. It's a folding table that's fairly lightweight, fairly inexpensive. I picked it up for about $30 on Amazon, and I'll put a link below in the description. And it's very stable. I was able to make my coffee and prepare some oatmeal for breakfast this morning, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. The plan for Field Day is to be comfortable, so I thought the table would be a great way to spread out my gear. So I'm going to bring with me my Yaesu 818ND, my Raspberry Pi 3 Plus, and my Signal Link modem, and that'll take up probably about a third to half the table here and give me some room for some of the coffee. I love my coffee. Okay, so the table's working great. It packed great. It was light enough where I really didn't even notice it. I also wanted to make sure that I was able to continue to deploy my tarp shelter system as quickly as I've done it in the past, and I'm actually down now to about 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes. So this is working great. The trekking poles didn't even feel like it was extra weight today because I was actually using them to do the hike out here. It was, I think, 2.6 miles. So that's working nicely. The chair is great too, and also packs down fairly lightweight. So between the chair, the table, and the tarp shelter, I came up with an improvised system where I'm putting the table in its stuff pouch, same thing with the chair, and then I'm folding the tarp in half lengthwise, putting all of the guy line and stakes at the front, doing one turnover, and then putting the table in there, doing another turnover, putting the chair, and rolling it. And I'll show you a picture. I think I took one before I had taken it apart. And then with my Haley Strategic flat pack, while it's not a backpacking pack and doesn't have straps or loops at the bottom, it does have PALs. Wow, these ants are huge. It has PALs or Molly webbing on the back. So all I did was take some really old cinch straps for backpacking and was able to just loop it to the bottom of the pack. And it felt great. It was super secure. So I would call that a success. The other thing I've been testing is the Haley Strategic D3 CRM. And I've been using this for trail running and also hiking as a load-up mechanism, and they're mostly configured in terms of what I carry the same way for both kind of mission styles. The reason why I like this system and wanted this system is that it pairs with the flat pack. So I can normally the flat pack has the shoulder straps connected to the bottom here. All you do is unclip this, clip it to the top, and then the straps on the bottom easily just go around your torso. So very happy with that system. The only thing I'll say that I don't like about how these two pair together is I'm not very tall. I'm 5'7", and the chest rig rides too low for me, and it's fully cinched down position, and the pack also rides too low. I'd like to see them both come up a bit higher. So either I'm not manipulating the straps correctly, or I'm just too short for this. So I'm going to go ahead and probably make some adjustments and cut down some of the straps so that they fit my body perfectly. The D3 CRM, this is the micro, the M is for micro, is working really great. I got this primarily for trail running so that I could carry my concealed carry weapon on my chest, and I primarily put that in this front pouch, and it works very well. For this trip, I'm running it a bit differently. Anytime I do any type of hike, I like to have with me a fixed blade knife to process wood. I do like the Light My Fire Moore knife. It's inexpensive. I'll put another link in the description if you guys are interested. And it does have the striker, or it has the ferro rod on the back. So even if my lighter goes out, I can still make a fire or light a spark to get my stove going here. In the other mag pouch, I'm carrying with me the Leatherman Mutt. It's always nice to have a Leatherman tool, so I have my saw and my pliers. The pliers come out handy here in the desert, especially with those little cholla balls. If you ever get those like stuck to your shoe, it's really easy with the plier to just grab a hold of the whole thing and take it out. On my trail runs, I don't carry the multi-tool. Instead, I carry an extra Glock 43 magazine. I may switch to the Glock 43X actually instead of the Glock 43 because my Shield Arms 15-round magazines came in, and I'm hoping to hit the range in the next week or two to test those out and run some rounds through them, and then I'll probably upgrade as my concealed carry and carry the larger 15-round magazines. In terms of the radio, there's no cell coverage out here, but I can hit my repeater, and I did test auto patch the other day, so I can also make phone calls through the repeater using auto patch. That's kind of cool. I'm still experimenting with how I want to carry the radio. Right now you can see it's kind of running at an angle, and the reason for that is so that the antenna isn't whipping me in the face. And a few things on the radio setup here. So the D3 CRM has Velcro on the inside, and it's designed to really receive rifle magazines or carbine pistol magazines. And there are inserts that you can buy from Haley Strategic. And I was planning on buying the 3 5.56 magazines, but those were out of stock. So instead I purchased one of the retention holders for my radio. And it comes with a plastic insert as well and clips right on the inside. And the problem I had with it was that the retention, at least for my Yaesu FT60R, was just too tight for me. So instead what I did is I took out the plastic retention, and I'm just using the Velcro holder, and it keeps it pretty snug for my use. The other thing I had to do was remove the belt clip. I guess that, I don't know why I was expecting not to have to do that, but you obviously need to remove the clip for ease of access. The admin pouch on the front is actually kind of cool. Like I said, I typically have my CCW in there. Right now, since I'm doing more land navigating, I have my topographical map in a Ziploc bag, as is my fashion, a sport wallet with my keys, and then it has a couple of straps here. So I do have a Suunto compass and a Right in the Rain notebook. Excuse me. So this also works great for holding other items. I had my iPhone in here the other day too, so if I want to take a quick picture when I'm on the trail, easily to unzip and just pull it out and stow it back in securely. The other reason why I like this is that it's a fairly modular system, and I think that was part of the intended design here. Alright guys, sorry about that. There was a little single engine prop that just was flying overhead. Yeah, so this pack I'm fairly impressed with it. The other thing it has is the ability for it to be quickly attached to a plate carrier. You can use the clips if you have the Swift clip system, or remove this Velcro cover and then attach it to the Velcro that is typically on most plate carriers. So in general, I would say today's test run with the gear was mostly successful. I'm going to do one more test run over the weekend to actually test out the antenna and HF radio and battery loadout with this gear, so we'll see if the pack is big enough. If not, I I don't think I need a full-size backpack, but I think I can go to the Haley Strategic Flatpack Pro, which is my gray everyday carry bag, and I think I could fit everything in and be super comfortable for field day. So personally, guys, if you haven't already, you may want to consider testing out some of your gear. Maybe not the way I did it, but I found it helpful to kind of test it all in pieces and see how that all works. Again, I have missed a few things, and so I'm happy I've actually gone ahead and done a couple of these dry runs, because now I have a full checklist of everything I know that I'm going to need for field day. All right, guys, be strong, be safe, and be prepared.